100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready? 53, check 53. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Jim, up. Jim.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Good track. You gotta go. Slant. Watch the slant. Motion. Mike, 53. Mike.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Check, crunch.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ingram again, a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Hustle.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
I got 15. I got 15. Me. Yellow. Check. 43. Hey, tight. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Crouching. Spin. Slam.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes firing complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Check 99.
Now Jackson throwing again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Jackson. Yeah, that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Jackson now on second and 10. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
17-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check 52. 57.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Domata Peko racks up the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 9, check 9. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, big man with ball meant bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 97 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Here we go. 53's a must. 53. Check 53.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Attack, attack! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check, 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 check. Check 4, check 4.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see if they rely more on the ground game here.
They change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making them.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense. At the least, keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got Snead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Ingram. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Watch the whip.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. No. Off. Check 24, check 24.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Joker. Check.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.